You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, General Hospital fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt with your early weekly spoilers for GH for July 8th through 12th. We've got Sonny losing control. Kate's cracking down. More stuff to come. Apologize in advance. I'm apologizing in advance. I sound scruffy and stuffy because I did a West Coast to East Coast across the country in one day of flights, and I've either got allergies or all the time up in the air messed with me, or I've got a cold from being in a closed tube of germs with so many other humans. I'm not sure what it is, but I apologize for the sniffles, and I apologize in advance if I sneeze while I am doing these spoilers. All right, we're going to dig in. If you have not, please click subscribe and follow us. We love you guys for doing that. And as always on early edition day, we talk about what's coming the rest of this week to set context for next week. But just real quick, before we dive into what to expect on Wednesday the 3rd, I just want to real quick say a couple things about Tuesday's episode. First of all, I do not think Eva is worse than Natalia for releasing that recording, in my humble opinion, and what I'm seeing a lot of people agree with me on Soap social media. Absolutely, Blaze shouldn't have been outed like that, but she wanted to come out, and she was being held in the closet by her homophobic mother. Eva exposing all this doesn't negate that the real problem is Natalia, right? Also, deception threatening to fire Blaze is a bad look. Think about it. Everybody at Deception knew that Blaze was gay and in the closet and dating Christina. So they were complicit in her keeping her sexuality private. So how can they issue a statement saying they can't work with someone who's hiding their sexuality when they were part of that? The only new thing is that people outside the company and outside Blaze's close circle of friends now know Deception was as deceptive as Blaze, if you think about it. So I don't think they can or should fire her. Last, and this is not about Deception, but about Alexis. Remember when Alexis was the editor and running The Invader? She was all about First Amendment, protecting sources, journalistic integrity. The second she stepped down, she blackmailed the new editor-in-chief to force him to give up his source. That right there, if he had been smart enough to have recorded her, which he was caught off guard, that was enough, what she did, to get her permanently disbarred. It is absolutely illegal to threaten someone with a lawsuit that you don't intend to file, which she never intended to file. And she was using that lawsuit as a form of blackmail. It's absolute abuse of power, and blackmail itself is criminal. And she presented it in terms of, I'm a lawyer again, I will come after you. She absolutely should lose that license forever for what she just did. Just facts. That's like, I know that's real world law stuff, but it's true. And again, the outcome of this, I hope that Adrian learned his lesson and keeps a recorder on him, because I'm feeling like Sonny's going to come threaten him. And if he does and he tapes it, he could give it or sell it to Eva for her to use in her custody case. That would cancel out Sonny trying to use Eva leaking this audio in the custody case, which I don't even think would help him. She's not the villain in this. Natalia is a woman Sonny's been low-key dating and who doesn't even seem really bothered by what she said. Anyway, let's get to what's coming the rest of this week and into next week. Wednesday, July 3rd, Sasha offers Blaze and Christina some advice on how to deal with this negative public reaction, with basically being canceled. I can only hope Blaze fires her mom and throws her under the bus hard. She would already be living her best public life with Christina, dating publicly, out of the closet, if not for her mom's pressure. Alexis confronts Eva. She is livid that Christina is facing backlash because Eva leaked the tape. And again, Eva leaking it shone a light on things that already existed. She is largely not the problem. I kind of hope Eva says, because I do think she means it, she didn't mean to hurt Christina. She was mad at Christina, but she didn't know all this was going to happen. But it needed to come out, right? And I wonder if Alexis will help Diane with this case to try and take custody of Avery from Ava to punish her. Maxie Jones is there for a friend. Looks like she has a talk with Nina. Nina is angry at Adrian and says he'll pay for publishing things. So again, they're making this gay man who outed a homophobe a villain also. It's so weird. that all these strong opinions are coming from all the straight people who don't know anything about what it's like to live, to live with your sexuality being an issue for people who come at you with hate. I don't either. I have friends that are gay. I have employees that are gay, but I don't personally know because I've not ever been in that situation. So really the stuff that Diane was saying, other people are saying is kind of rubbing me the wrong way, but I'm interested to see, and I'm looking on Soap social media at the reactions of the community to this storyline, and across the board, I'm seeing Natalia is the villain. And I agree. So Natalia opens up to Sonny some more on Wednesday, and he warns her that there's no telling how far Eva will go. I mean, Sonny's attitude is partially down to Valentino messing with his meds, but I don't understand why Sonny isn't throwing Natalia out the door for what she said. It's kind of crazy. And Jocelyn gets some upsetting news as Carly tells her she may be going to prison and explains why. Thursday, July 4th, General Hospital is re-airing an episode from the July 4th week last year. It was like July 7th, 2023, I believe. Don't quote me on that exact date. But it was the episode with the Metro court shooting, and also over at the bar where Christina suggested to Alexis and Sam that she might be a good surrogate for Christina and TJ. And Sam and Alexis had a very negative reaction, and Sonny asked Dante to be his best man at his wedding to Nina. On Friday the 5th, Trina and Josh unpack at their new apartment. Maxie is busy strategizing with BLQ. And again, they all knew Natalia was awful, but they can't act like this is news to them. The only thing that's news to them is the extent of her hatefulness, right? But they knew about this. And again, I think Blaze has got to fire her mom. I can't wait to see that scene. Christina is furious and lets her anger loose on someone. It should be on Natalia, but we'll see. And Nina has an update for Drew while Dante tries to calm Sonny down. I'm guessing he's going to be ranting and making threats about Eva and or Adrian. All right, the week of July 8th through 12th, Drew considers asking Nina to join his campaign in some capacity, I expect. Eva is starting to realize what a pile of poop she stepped in, but I don't think she's going to back down because custody of Avery is on the line. I do wonder if Scotty might drop her as a client because of some weird conflict of interest because he's counsel for deception and this whole thing has affected the company. I don't know. Sonny is out of control. Next week, bad choices. And first and foremost, him not condemning Natalia, no matter who's the messenger, is just a bad choice. He wants Eva to pay for hurting Christina. He wants Adrian punished for running the story. These threats have him unhinged, and that means it's time for Valentino to make his big move. Sonny is volatile and right where he wants him, and Valentino probably owes Eva a thank you card for pushing him over the edge. Dante fears the worst as he watches his father's anger ignite him beyond reason. John Cates is sick of waiting. He's not going to change his mind about Anna being pikeman unless Jason can find a smoking gun that points to Valentino. Cates may have to pivot if Jason gets in his way, despite the threats he's making and the promises to get him out from under the FBI's thumb once this resolves. And Sasha again appeals to Cody to tell Mac the truth. Those are all the GH early spoilers I have for you. Yay, I'm so happy I made it through without sneezing on you or sniffling too much. Hey, please click subscribe if you have not already and aren't following us. We appreciate you guys so much. Drop your comments. What are you excited to see? Who do you think is the biggest villain in all of this? Is it Natalia? Is it Eva? Is it Adrian? Let me know in the comments what you think. Please come back soon. We're here talking General Hospital 7 days a week. And as always, I'm your host, Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.